Hey, I'm Jazz.
And I'm chewing.
NYCWAO, let's talk about
Outlander.
Alright. When they finally arrived at
Lollipop.
you know, to Jamie's
Hometown.
his hometown. But yeah, he finally arrived home and he gets there and they walking over these beautiful green hills and whatnot, and they
You know what I never understand though about shows from like that time period?
Right.
They always look over the horizon over these wonderful hills and they're like, there it is. Then they get off the horses and start walking.
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
Why can't I stay on the horse?
Why we can't send the horse to the door? Like, please, let's ride this thing to the door.
What?
Ride it till the wheels fall off, hooves fall off, whatever.
The shoes fall off. Like, what?
Let's go. But they definitely do.
Yeah, I guess they want to take their strolls or whatever, but
we can stroll after we put the bags away. Like, whatever. But they get there. Claire's talking to this little boy. Jamie's standing there, and he all ready to act a donkey. He all ready. His sister come out. She's like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. She's talking about little Jamie. He hears the little baby. The baby is named after him, and he's like,
why would you name that abomination after me?
Yeah, he kind of snapped, and he was like, yeah, he snapped. I guess
if that was not family, furniture would have been outside of the home.
Please, I would have lost it. And it's funny though, because the relationship between him and his sister kind of reminds me of me and my brother a little bit, because there's always an argument, always a well, I always got your back, you ain't got my back, no, I got your back, and all that crap. But I thought it was really cute. She came, but she was so happy to see him, shocked to see him.
Yeah,
she's like, we thought you were dead, and all of this stuff. And he up here looking at her, talking about, so you got this baby, you gonna name him after me? And he was like, why would you do that? And she's looking at him like, excuse me? And then he was like, and then you gonna have another one? You're gonna throw yourself around? Basically, he called her a horse, said that she's a trollop and all of that.
But it's like, but you know the situation. Even if this baby was Jack's,
you know that this wasn't, I didn't want this. That's what, but see the difference, the whole double standard with women. This man was beating you, told me, come on, took me upstairs, and he's trying to force himself upon me, but I become the horse.
And she's young, come on.
I said, ain't that bad a bit? But, you know, it was crazy because she was looking at him and she was like, She was like, you're still dumb, you know, whatever. And because then Ian comes, his friend, come to find out from the military, and he got one leg. But I was like, dang, yo, they really was doing I know it was really hard to walk on those things back then. Because you know.
You see how the sun is just like messing up our, you know what I mean?
It is what it is. We just moved into this place. Those of you who've been with us before. So we don't have, I got my blinds up, but my curtains aren't up and stuff yet. So that'll come later. That'll be done later. But we just moved. But yeah, so, but it was crazy because eventually he, you know, asked her what happened. Now, I guess that was really haunting him, driving him crazy, whatever the case may be. And she tells him what Jack Black did and, you know, took her upstairs. First of all, let's talk about the fact that we saw Jack Black's penis and testicles.
And can we also talk about how, like, I thought it was kind of like dark skin for his ethnic persuasion. Like, I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I just
wonder, was it real or was that fake? I thought it was fake or something. I don't know.
Either way, like, I'm guessing that they would, like, make it to his, you know, complexion. I don't know.
I think it was just dark in the room. Like, I was just tripping though. Like, what? When I saw him open that flap and he started rubbing himself, I said, am I seeing skin? And she's stupid. Jimmy is ridiculous. Then she started laughing at that.
That's fight or flight, man.
But she was like, she didn't even know then, like, what a man, you know, is supposed to be. But she, you know, because she hadn't been with a man before. Yeah. But she was cracking up laughing. But Jack Black is.
Because she saw the desperation in his eyes. And she was like,
yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. But he was crazy because you saw he put his finger in her mouth and all of that. But he had up against the wall to open your eyes. Like, hey, what are you trying to make this? What are you trying to do here?
Jack is something else.
He's got a problem when we find out later that he wanted Jamie. How dare he?
He said, I like all that. He said, yeah, them phrases, I like all that.
Were y'all not shocked by that? I was in total jaw drop. I could not believe it.
But Jamie was taking a very long time to get to the point. I'm like, so did you or did you not?
Let him smash.
Is you is or is you ain't?
Did you let him smash? You got, because Claire was sitting there, her shoulders was just extremely up, neck long, like,
but as soon as he said that, she jumped up and you know, embraced him, and that was the right thing to do, because this man is obviously going through, and of course he probably never told anyone.
The fact that man came down like that is crazy. You sitting there after you done been flogged and unconscious.
You don't want to get beat again.
You know, give yourself to me freely of your own. Oh my God.
Why? If Jamie knew about this,
he would have been like, "Miss me with that, black." Okay. But I was just tripping because I was like, dang, because it got me thinking about, you know, just history and things of that nature. And I was like, man, were they really, like, just, come on now. Were they doing this? Really?
And
on top of...
right, though. Like, yo, but do you really think that just because you did that he wouldn't have flogged you?
He still would have flogged you. Just to make you feel even worse and to strip you of being a man. And he would have came to pay visits monthly. Oh, my God. Because it would have been, oh, now you don't want me to tell anyone, do you? Mm-hmm. But it's like... But he wanted him and the sister? What kind of trash?
He said, them Frasers, I like all that.
He's a sadistic bastard. He was disgusting. But, yeah, the episode was pretty good, though. You know, Claire was trying to get in Jenny's, I guess, good graces, but Jenny wasn't really feeling her. And then when
Jenny was like, this is between me and my brother.
Yes, when Claire interjected when... You know, because Jamie was treating her crazy. And then when she told him what actually happened, she wasn't raped. And, you know, whatever the case may be, and the children are, in fact, her husband's. And, you know, basically. But it's like, either way, even if she was raped, how was that her fault? That was crazy to me. Mm-hmm. But when she was like, you know, you owe her an apology, she said, excuse me, this is between my brother and I.
Yeah. The way she talks is funny.
I like Jenny, though. At first, I was like, why is she giving Claire all this attitude? Because I like Claire. But
yeah, she was like, tell your trollop something.
Yeah, she tell your trollop.
But Claire was stupid because when Ian came, he was like, oh, who's it? She said, oh, I'm the trollop, aka
the wife.
Claire Fraser.
But it was crazy. But I was like, dang, like she snapped on Claire. Then Jamie had to give her a little bit of talking to, like, you're embarrassing me in front of the what do you say, the servants. Yeah, you know. I love this show. I love the way they speak. I love them. I think it's gorgeous. I just love it. It's a really good show, though. All jokes aside. And then he was dealing with the whole fact of like trying to, I guess, fit into his father's shoes. Yeah. And he was doing the most. And Jenny's telling him, yo, when they were sitting at the table, and her and Claire sitting there for a minute, and Jenny ain't make a move, and then Claire started to pour the drink, and Jenny hit the, like, Jenny was ridiculous. But then she was like, you know, don't you think you need to go visit our father's grave? And he was like, I'll do it after I something with the rent party. Yeah. No, I think it was after he read the rent, like something with the books or whatever the case may be. And she was like, I think father would have wanted you. And he was like, I think he would have, blah, 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 blah. It was ridiculous. But I guess he was avoiding it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, because his father died because of his flogging.
No, he died because that was...
He literally died.
But he thought he was dead. Remember he said that? That's what he said, that his father, when he went unconscious, I guess he thought he was dead. And that's when he fell, which is...
Jamie was like, bruh, that shot of him just...
Yeah, on that lean?
Man.
He was on a heavy lean. It was bad.
Oh, he was like the chick, Chris Brown's, the chick who broke him.
He's stupid. But it was crazy. Yeah. But when he went to the, well, even before that, when they had the rent party, he up here giving people back the rent. And it's crazy, though, because it was crazy that he did that. Because she said at the table the night before, we really need the rent because of this, that, and the other. And the next day,
But you just got here. This literally has nothing to do with you. Maybe next month, you know what I'm saying? But just because you delayed, whatever, this doesn't have anything to do with you. You literally just got here, not even 24 hours ago.
Yeah, and he was tripping. She was like, you didn't even consult me with the...
You didn't consult my sister.
About that?
Yes, you did. I'm delirious. Yo, you're the accent, Valentine. Where's the absentee ballot? Right now. Go sit down.
Yeah, because when Jamie, when the little boy, when Claire rescued that little boy from getting his ass handed to him by his father, over some goddamn cake, whatever, some dry looking cake or whatever that was he was trying to eat. Obviously that boy was hungry. He looked dirty and hungry. Why he gotta be standing off to the side? That joint was crazy.
What? Like, why am I even here if that's the case? Nah, because if Gina pulled that, like we had some function and I'm just standing up to the side, she told me. And you can't touch any food? No, I'm saying she told, even if I'm fed, you know what I mean, like at church, she told everybody, like, no. We about to go get something to eat. We'll see you later. I'm gonna be standing here off to the side while you.
That was crazy. And then she was like, and then he was like, what? Like the dude, the way he even ran up on Claire was like as if he was about to stress something. Trying to stress something. Yeah. Like, what you trying to fight me? Like, and she had to like kind of talk a certain way to the streets. Yeah, it was kind of crazy because I was like, where is Jamie? Claire's always in trouble with some man. She need to cover her neck. It's because her neck is so long and she's so regal, like Jenny said. But when she went and told, but they saw the bruises. She go to Jenny. She tells Jamie, and Jamie,
like he had wild bruises.
But Jamie went and beat that ass. You know, went and let him know, like, yo, you're not gonna be whooping on this child. Like, what you talking about?
And then he was like, oh, you like him so much, you keep him. He pulled the baby mama quick. Oh, you got something to say about
the way I take care of my kids?
You keep him.
Actually, he was on his big red. You got something to say about the way I handle my books and my royalties? Okay? But he did. Then he ain't dangling him out the window. He just gave him a baby, good Lord. And she was like, you brought another mouth to feed? You know what I'm saying? But she was right, I guess. Because at first, when Jenny said that, I was kind of like, why would he have to consult her? You know what I'm saying? Because I was kind of like, he's the lad. Why would he have to consult her?
He just got it. He doesn't know what's going on.
Exactly. Brittany makes a good point.
He has no idea about what their financial situation is. And they have to pay these daggone Englishmen, the redcoats that coming in, you know?
Well, yeah, but they didn't know at that point.
He didn't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he just got there.
Yeah, that episode didn't come yet. Yeah, that's true. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I was kind of on some like, no, he was in charge. And they tripping. But she's right. He just got there and he running around doing stuff, giving back rent and all this craziness.
He's in charge of a question mark. You don't know nothing that's going on.
And then so when he went under the water to try to fix the mill, because he ate the drink, he was like, what is this? And it was ridiculous, but he was like, oh, I gotta go under there, whatever. And Jamie was booty butt naked. I was like, what is going on? I was like, what's going on? Outlander. We seeing penises and butts and hair, pubic hair, and all of this. What is going on? It was crazy. But he's swimming under there, but he has a beautiful body. Who doesn't want to see Jamie? I just don't want to see that back all scarred up like that. I was like, oh.
And obviously he can hold his breath for a very long time.
Yes, because did y'all see when the redcoats came, he had to stay under.
Because they were talking slow. It wasn't like they were like,
hey, y'all know he still got that bounty on his head. But Jenny was like, sit down. They fluffed them skirts and sat on top of his clothes all pretty like. And the dude, that was funny though, because he thought that he fixed the mill. Like, but you didn't even touch it.
You didn't even get in.
You didn't even touch it. And then Jamie's shirt come running up. But when she saw his bag, and Jenny was like, oh my gosh. And that was when she realized, like, dang, because when she admitted to him, like, you know, I kind of felt like it was your fault. You know, she thought he just ran his mouth and caused worse things to happen. And she sees his back and knows that, no, this dude was taking. But the thing that's really crazy is, she's thinking that she's taking on the brunt of it, that what happened to him is because Jack Black wanted her. Yeah. And she doesn't even know that
Jack Black
wanted him. And I thought he was going to tell her that, but he was like, he just kind of said it generally like, it's not your fault, it's not my fault, he's a sick man, da 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 da. Yeah. I felt he should have told her though, because she's going to still feel that it's her fault. But I guess not, right? His sister's crazy though. I like her though. She's pretty dope. She's pretty dope. But what did y'all think of the episode? Turn-up-worthy character was Jenny. Jenny gets turn-up-worthy character. She's bossed up. Turned down was that man beating on his boy. Ain't nobody got time for that. Turned down was also Jenny.
And he didn't even have enough of his rent, man. Like,
no, that was the other dude. That wasn't him. You mixing him
but
up
I'm sure he didn't have enough of his rent
probably.
Either.
But and then turned down was also Jamie giving back that rent money. Like, he was tripping. Like, what are you talking about?
And then he come in the room all drunk, and Claire was like,
"Yo, the best line though,
she hit him with the Jamie.
Yeah, get out of here." The best line though was when Jenny said to him, "Do I have to grab you by your bollocks or whatever and make you drop to your knees?" I think that's the word she said. Like did she say? Well, I forget the word. If y'all know what word she said, tell her, say it. So, you know, type it in. But yeah, and she was like, "I'll do it." You know, he was like, he said, "You say this in front of my wife?" She said, "Well, she's your wife. I'm sure she knows what your stuff looks like." I was like, whoa. Jenny was no joke. I like Jenny a lot. I like Jenny. I like Jenny. I think she's pretty boss. I hope that, you know, I hope she doesn't disappear like in 2 episodes.
No.
I want them to stay there for a little while. I don't want them to be riding around sleeping at campfires. I'm tired of that.
I don't understand how Claire is able to deal with this.
And she's on 19, whatever, 20 or something like that. Like, man, please. First of all, Gillis, though, how is she doing?
Because you know she was
from
like,
68.
That's the duchy on the left hand side. And then she turned around and was like,
God damn, what? Nah, ain't no way.
That's ridiculous. I don't know if that song was out in the 60s.
No, it wasn't. But she was passing the duchy. Well, the bamboo paper.
Yeah.
Or the bomb. That's why she was so free with in the wind and stuff. But it's so just she needed to be high when they lit her on fire though. Because
no, she would feel everything. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Well, she needed something, damn it. Somebody to punch her in her face.
She needed something. I don't know.
That was crazy. Bleed her out or something. I don't know.
Just hate me.
I just want I want to hear what happened. I want to know what happened with Gallus. I mean, I know what happened, but I want to know what's gonna take place. Who's gonna avenge her or something like that.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about?
I need some closure when it comes to Gallus.
This is not that supernatural.
You know, I know, right? Can she come back from the dead? No. Anyway, y'all tell us what y'all thought about this episode of Outlander. I'm Jazz.
I'm Britt.
NYCWAO.